morning, cadre. Happy Friday. Can hear from the last video I had a touch of getting sick. Still feel something in my throat, but luckily never amounted to a full-blown cold or anything. Today will be my turn to test out the Rockwell 6S from Dave in Kentucky. I think he had suggested, I don't remember, it's 4 or 5 plate or 5 or 6. They sounded pretty aggressive to me, since my face tends to be a little sensitive, at least the neck area, and I don't like the aggressive razors or settings that Dave does. But no blade in it yet. But looking at this, that's plate 4. And it looks really mild to me. So, is that plate 4 that I put in there? R4, yeah. So instead of, ramping up and going through, starting at 1 or 2 and all that stuff, I'm just going to find out, kind of see which one I might like just right off the bat. Let's see. I'm curious, because this is the first time I put a blade in here, so let's see. So it's got some curve to it. It follows the edge of the cap there, so I'm going to keep that in mind and probably keep it more perpendicular than not. But that gap seems really pretty small, so maybe it will surprise me. I don't know. Put my face a bit. I don't have the pomade in today. We'll see if I get a chance during the day to go get a haircut. Today will be Wholly Kaw Fern Concerto. I just felt like I've been getting some pretty strong scents recently, and it's just kind of like a scent cleanse, I guess. We're using the Sorrentino, get this soap off my hand here. I just call it the Sorrentino Seafoam because that's the name of the color of this knot, but it's one of the wood and acrylic combo knots. And even though I would say this is a more mild scent, I guess I just think in terms of, I don't know, almost dark versus light scents. It's not spicy or leathery or anything like that, but it certainly is not weak, which to me is very cool, even if it's call it a lighter scent, but not lighter in terms of strength. So I'm very curious about this Rockwell razor. I think even those of people that don't want to get one, they're curious what it would be like to shave with one, or I don't know, it's one of that and the timeless are kind of like, if you want a modern higher end razor, that's always in the list. And of course, as happened on the forums, triggers conversations about this plate. It comes with 3 plates, 2 sides, so 6 different settings, because depending which plate you use and which side it's on, there's 2 different settings. I don't know if you can see, there's a number 4. Again, it's in the shadow side. There's a number 4 there. So this one, I believe, if you flip it over, is number 2. But discussions as to, pricing. This is not a cheap razor, and you're obviously paying for plates that you're likely to not use. Doesn't sound like a lot of people adjust their plates from shave to shave, especially, I don't think anybody would in the middle of a shave swap it out unless you're having a really tough time. But then that means you're paying for plates that you're not using. But I think you just can't think of it that way. It's got to be overall experience. If you like it, it feels good, it gives you a good shave. What it costs is what it costs, and whether it's not, if it was an adjustable and it costs the same, would you pay for the shave you're getting with it? But well, so let's see, so I thought it would be more perpendicular like the Timeless because of that curve, but it does not feel like it. And I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. That's why I'm not talking here for a second. Because this, wow. So I'm not gonna change my routine. I really want to feel. There's like I hear nothing now. I mean that just. And again, if you've watched a few other videos, I've been caught off guard by this. I've tried other ones that felt and sounded as efficient as all get out. But there's still tons of hair on my face, but I, heard it hitting the hairs and then it sounds like they're gone. And if it is, again, first pass, first shave, but this thing is freaking smooth. I should tell you I've got a feather blade in there with one shave on it. So for me, probably the optimal test condition. Got that first shave out of the way on it. My favorite blade. So let's check this out. Wow. Yeah, I'm excited for the rest of the shave. This, it did a pretty good job. There's of course plenty of hair still on there. We've got 2 more passes to go, but it was not like some of the other ones that tricked me where I thought it was super efficient and then it felt like it hadn't removed anything. I'm kind of hoping and believing this is the last razor that Dave has to pass around, because I certainly don't need to want any more of them. But I had gotten the variant not too long ago. Really enjoyed that one, but that's a little bit on the more aggressive side. Have to have it turned fairly far down to use, and even then that's one you need to pay a little bit of attention on. And then I also got the Timeless, which I've said is almost foolproof with me. I wouldn't say it's super efficient. It's as efficient as any other DE. Takes the full 3 passes and some cleanup, but no irritation whatsoever. So I would say super smooth, super mild, not efficient, but I can end up getting a good shave out of it. So that one has its place. And right now, wow, yeah, this one feels great. So I would say, not surprisingly, Dave knew what he was talking about. I've got, unless the 3rd pass goes terribly, I have no reason to go down in aggressiveness with this. We'll see how it goes over the next couple days. Maybe out of curiosity I'll use it too, just to see what it feels like. But I will certainly go up, since this is actually very smooth as well. Wow. Yeah, so thanks for sharing this one, Dave. I think you're gonna cost me some money. And shout out to Don, Dangerous Don. I got the box with the razor in it from him, with some LSU swag in it. So now, besides my alma mater, Oregon State, I'd say LSU is my favorite college football team by far, gentlemen, by far. If for nothing else, and Don's paid me off. I can be bought, so just to throw that out there. But you know, the purple's beautiful, Don. All right. So that second pass was great. I could have spent more time analyzing it, but I'm actually just, it's funny doing this. Maybe that's why we have these acquisition disorders, is that when you first start traditional shaving, there's so much out there to learn about and to try, and that's new for you. It's very exciting, and then after you tried 100 soaps and, you know, so many razors and blades and all that stuff, you still enjoy it, and you narrowing down what you like and all that stuff. But to have something that's kind of new and exciting again, that's pretty cool. But I should have ranked the shave after that second pass. I think I was probably DFS. It was pretty good. So now I could just be getting a little sloppy with the technique and not paying attention because it's been going so far so well. I was gonna say I can feel it a little bit on my cheeks. Just that kind of warm feeling, like could get a little alum burn. I would say if that happens, it's probably my fault, not that the razor's too aggressive, because I'm almost starting to treat it like the Timeless, like I don't need to really worry about angle or pressure or anything, and that's not really a fair way to analyze a new razor. I'm trying to decide if I just do this across the pass is the one I can do no problem. Going down here gets it nice and cleaned up, but can be a little bit irritating. Wow. All right. So let's see what we got, gentlemen. So I'm sold on this dude. We're BBS on the cheeks. This side is BBS here. Depending on, yeah, I'm gonna say that's a 3-pass, no cleanup BBS. If you watch my video on chasing BBS and kind of when you can rank it and how you can rank it, this all right now just with a soft gliding hand is all completely smooth BBS. As I push harder, I can find a couple spots, and just because I want to, I'm gonna go after those guys. No reason to, other than self-satisfaction. See, I can pull really tight to feel that one, but this is gonna feel so good after the post shave. Yeah, that's it. I didn't do the straight top to down pass on my neck, and so I don't know how clean I got the neck on just 3 passes. Could just be a fluke. Every now and again that happens. We shall see. But if this can do the neck BBS with no cleanup and no top down pass, that'll be a big deal. check out the grater here. Oh my gosh, guys. So there's zero sting with the alum. That is awesome. I got a little tingle or something here, but woo. All right. Well, unless there's a disaster that happens with tomorrow's shave, I can see at some point one of these is going to be in the den. So that's what I was talking about the price and the plates and all that. So if all it came with was what I just shaved with, I'd still buy it. So I get the argument, like if you could save 20 bucks and I could just go out and buy just the plate that I just used and nothing else, it'd be even better, but no biggie. And I guess I would also say, like an adjustable, if even if after my experimentation and all that, I find that plate number 4 is the one that I would use on an ongoing basis. There's lemon. Having the other plates just provides for the opportunity for a different shave. So not me, but say somebody else were to skip a day or two, you could go with one more aggressive. Maybe I could use the 1 or 2 plate doing cleanup after a straight shave or something like that. So yeah, I guess I'm in the camp of originally I thought it was a little silly to have to pay for extra plates, but that's just the way this one is, and you go into it knowing that. So there's the brush all cleaned off. Thank you, Eric. And I have been converted. I've been using the Nivea 2-in-1, but we'll follow up. I've got the Wholly Kaw. What do they call it? It's not just a aftershave toner. So instead of the 2-in-1, I'm going to use a bit of this. Good stuff. And then after I'm all ready for work, we'll do the English Fern Penhaligans, and I'll be smelling beautifully. All's right with the world. You guys on the coast watching the news, praying for you. Hope everybody's safe. TJ, that means you, buddy. All right. If you haven't joined us, theshavingcadre.com. Bunch of great folks there talking about just about everything you can think about. Lots of video content. Got a bingo game that should be starting up in a week or two, so come, and if you join you can get in on that, and I'll see you on the forums.